Hi everyone, welcome to another Springtide reading. I'm your host Christina. I'm going to be the go-between between my team and you guys, see what messages they have for us tonight. This may or may not resonate with you. Parts may resonate with you, parts may not. You know, if it's not your faces and places I'm talking about, it's probably not your reading. But you might recognize whose reading it is. So pass it on to them because it could be a big help to them. I mean, the readings do have a very healing base to them. You know, the team is trying to help people get over the obstacles so they can move forward. I do swear, and if that's not something that you can sit through, I'm probably not your reader. Thank you so much for all the support, you guys. I can't thank you enough. The warm welcome has been overwhelming. Thank you so much. So, let's get started, I think. Is that all we have to say? Like, share, subscribe, spare anything you can. I mean, you know, I won't harp on about that, but you know, thank you for everything. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. All right, I think we'll start with these guys. Now, see, I think 2023 is about things moving fast, and I think that it's whatever you're setting your intentions to, and especially right now, where we are right now, December 17th. So, you know, wherever you are right now, or wherever we are right now, you're setting your intentions, and it's things that will affect the rest of your life. So be careful what you're manifesting. Be careful what you're putting your energy into right now. There's that paranormal interest, which always comes up. There are things moving fast as well. I mean, we are just in an absolutely amazing time right now, and things are moving very fast. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on what seeds you've sown for that. Let's see what else the team has to say. Okay. Good Lord. Good God. What in the hell? Okay. This card did not come out first, but I'm going to put it up here because I think it's really important because we are closing cycles. A lot of people, good God, so many people are out there just working their socks off to close these cycles, to close these generational curses. You guys are awesome. You really are awesome. And thank you, because what you're doing is making the world a better place. And that's going to be projected for many, many years, the energy work that you're doing, because you're passing it on to generations as well. Well, yeah, I had a feeling this is what they wanted to talk about, but okay, you know, we got to talk about what they want to talk about. I can't control what comes out. You know, I'll stop making excuses now. Right? I think that somebody has witnessed a murder. And as weird as that sounds, it's actually more common than a lot of people would think. Do not tell them your moves. So whoever this person is, either you know who did it, and they're watching you. Let me just ask the team, actually. Let's just stop faffing about with what ifs. Can you clarify? Yeah, I feel you're going to get a message from somebody. I feel that you're going to get a message, and that this is what they're talking about. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't tell them how you're moving forward. Don't tell them how your life is going, because all that's going to do is fuel whatever happened here. Believe me, we're just getting started, so we'll clarify all this and see where this is headed. Clarify this. Spirit communication as well. Now, I feel like you have some level of contact with this person who was murdered. Now, whether this is somebody that you know or whether it's somebody that you don't know, they know you can hear them. They know that at least you have some level of acknowledgement for them being there. And, you know, it must be pretty frustrating for spirits. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of spirits. I know that sounds weird, but, you know, I've spoken to a lot of spirits in the work that I've been doing. And the frustration is definitely there. You know, they get stuck. They don't know how to move forward. You know, it's frustrating. It's a frustrating place. And especially if their life ended badly. If their life ended traumatically, if it ended in a way that they felt that they weren't ready to go, then that's going to make their frustration even greater. I think that you have a gift. I think that whatever it is that has connected you two, I think that it is a gift. It is a gift for them, most definitely. Let me clarify this spread, please. Yeah, but, see, yeah, okay. But I would say be vigilant. Don't allow any spirits to come in and bully you or make you feel intimidated or afraid or anything like that. You know, protect yourself. Be vigilant. Be vigilant and protect yourself. I think that's the message there. You know, even though we are divinely protected, every little helps. Every little helps. And a little boost of protection here and there is not going to hurt anything. Let me clarify this spread for me, please. Yeah, it's death. Prophetic dreams. So maybe you're dreaming about this situation. It could very well be a case of PTSD as well, if you've witnessed something like this, because it's not, you know, of course it's not easy for the person who was murdered, but it's certainly not easy for the people who were left behind. And I think if you've witnessed something like that, even if you weren't there, you know, even if you weren't there, you're still a witness, if that makes sense. Someone I know was murdered in his bed, and I wasn't there, but it was a family member, and it was something that I had to live with forever. I kind of disassociated from it until relatively recently, when I realized. But, you know, the things that were said, the things that were done afterwards, you know, crazy, absolutely crazy. That does have a level of PTSD to it, though. You know, it can be, even if you weren't there. I think this is going to bring legal issues, because I think that whoever this is going to get caught, because it is lies on top of lies. Yeah, there's a judge involved. There's a judge. This is going in front of a judge. It isn't even that they're just being universally challenged or judged. Whoever did this is going to court. They're going to court for it. Now whether or not they get convicted of it, we don't know yet. So maybe they'll say that. Maybe they'll come out with that. As awful as it sounds, I think this is actually quite good luck for you. You know, I think that you are going to move forward pretty quickly here, and it's because of the trauma. I think the thing is that we all go through, the further we get energetically, the further we can move forward. If you are one of those people who chooses that path, you can obviously choose the path of going into self-pity and, you know, woe is me and why does this happen to me and da-da-da-da. But if you can overcome that and say, I accept that this is a lesson, I accept this is a huge lesson, and I'm actually really grateful for it. Trauma sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucks. But the reward for getting through it and learning the lessons from it, and there are lessons in everything, then learning the lessons from it they're priceless. They're really priceless. Yeah, move in silence. Don't tell them your moves. So when they send a message, don't really. If you have to answer it back, fine. If you have to reply, fine. But don't tell them your moves. Don't tell them what's going on with you, because whoever's phoning you or messaging you, maybe it's a confession. Maybe it's a confession, which, you know, you didn't ask to be brought into this situation. You know, well, you kind of did because of agreements that we make. But, you know, you didn't ask to be brought into this, really. And it kind of feels like, why am I even here? Why? What the hell? Did I take a wrong turn here? You know, this doesn't. What does this have to do with me? It has to do with you, because this is part of your lessons. This is a huge, huge lesson. Lesson will be different for all of you. It will, because we learn at different rates. Yeah, moving fast, and just like that, the cycle will close. And this, like I said, this is something that has been going on a long time. But I think that once you step over that threshold, you're going to be closing the cycle, and you're going to be moving on, and it will be good luck for you, because you couldn't have got here any other way. I think you're going to get an invitation. Maybe this person wants to talk to you in person. Maybe the court system wants to talk to you in person. Whoever this person is that committed this murder is absolutely a con artist. They're a con artist. They tell you what you want to hear. And they're smooth about it. Oh, so smooth. You can be a con, fine. But to be a con artist, you have to be particularly good at it. What a thing to put your energy into. Look, there's silence again. There's 3 silences on there. I mean, that'll be different for all of you, but, I don't think it's telling you not to step up if you are asked to. I think what it's asking you to do is just not to divulge information about who you are and what you're doing, because, you're just giving this con artist ammunition. You're just giving them food for thought, food for games. Yeah, that meeting, look. Yeah, a meeting, definitely. Yeah, think before you speak. This person, whoever this is, I mean, obviously, if you're a murderer, you probably do have a fragile sense of mental health, but, fragile mental health, I think this person's really dangerous. I mean, yeah. Murders happen for all kinds of reasons, but, be careful. Be careful. And if you know who I'm talking about, you know. Because as soon as your back is turned, this person's going to pounce. I don't know if you're in any physical danger or not. I mean, if you are, then Jesus, do something about it. Be vigilant, it says over there. This is a weird reading. They're telling you to keep a journal. If this guy this person gets in touch, write it down. Write it down about the experience as well before you forget it. Even if it's happened a few years ago, keep a journal. Keep a journal about what's going on. And I think that in the long run, that's actually going to be pretty therapeutic, as well as a record of this experience. Good Lord. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, the storm is coming. The storm is coming. Put him over there. But although it feels like this is incredibly overwhelming, and how the hell are you going to get through this and the rest of it, they say that the universe won't give you too much. Like I said before, they push that to the limit, but they're not going to give you too much. They're going to test you, absolutely. And the only way to test you is to bring you right up to that line of too much. But even when you're sobbing with your toes curled and it's coming from the deepest depths of your soul, actually that's therapeutic too, believe it or not. Use it. Use it for your... What the hell? Use it for your own good. Use it for your own growth. Interesting. Yeah. What the hell? Okay. Oh, guys. My team don't... I love you guys. I really do. This may have something to do with your family. This may have something to do with your family, and perhaps it's time to stop getting caught up and caught out with these people and to release them. Because this is toxic. I mean, there's no other word for it. I know people like to use that word a lot now, but this is it's deadly, really. Certainly deadly for somebody who was involved in it. And clarify this spread. That's my reader. So you've got a strong spiritual intuition. You've got a strong, you can sit down and do a reading for somebody, no problem. so you are in touch with your team, you're in touch with the universe, you're in touch with your own intuition. So, trust that, and keep a journal. I really do feel like that's a big part of it. Even your prophetic dreams and things like that are happening, write it down, because it may be advantageous later on. They went way too far, but you are going to discover, you're going to discover the truth on this. I keep saying 2023 is about lies being exposed. And I had a conversation with somebody earlier, and I think it's not just outside influence lies that are being exposed. These are also within yourself. These are also within you. These if you have a bad parent, whatever. If you have a parent who's not a good parent, I don't know, a shitty parent, okay, let's leave it at that, who feeds you misinformation about yourself, they're feeding you lies. And especially in the foundation years, that has such a damaging effect, because you will take it as truth because you trust this person. You trust your parents. You trust what they're saying, because why wouldn't you? You're supposed to be allowed to trust what they say. But it is misinformation, and these are lies that need to be illuminated. They need to be illuminated so that you can learn to cope. Now, I have to say, I put the cards back, actually, a soldier and a military personnel. I put them back in here, but here they are again. They've popped out. I'm going to put them back in there just because. Maybe this person has something to do with the military. Maybe the person murdered had something to do with the military. A lot of sex involved. I really don't like how that makes me feel, because I think that it's definitely not healthy. It's not healthy what has happened. Not just the murder, but maybe the reason why. I don't know. Like I said, it'll be different for everybody. The fact is, all this is going to help you learn to cope. It's going to help you learn to cope with life. It's going to help you learn to cope with adversity and trauma, and the tables will turn because of that. Those lessons are, like I said, they're priceless. They're invaluable. Anything else, team? Anything else with this deck? Anything else with this deck? Yeah, health issues. Is that health issues for the collective or somebody over here? I think this person who was murdered, I think they actually had health issues. And I think, oh God, help. I hate these messages, but I have to do it. I have to give you what they give me, because that's why I'm here. I think this person had health issues, and I think that whoever committed this murder, I think they made it out to be like it was the health issues that killed them, but actually it wasn't. It wasn't a natural death. It was not a natural death. And you are so close. You are so close to turning this around and exposing it. Somehow I think it's going to improve your finances. How, I don't know, but can clarify this anymore on this deck? Can clarify this anymore on this deck? Golly, this is a heavy reading. I always tell you guys, cut the cords. Anybody, even if they're a positive influence, cord cutting is really good, because it sends back their growth periods and their lessons in life, so that you don't end up taking them on. I can tell you, collective, you got enough of your own. You've got enough of your own growth periods and lessons to learn without taking on somebody else. Now, the way that somebody cords into us, the three main reasons, let's go 3 main reasons, is fear, sympathy. There's nothing wrong with empathy, and there's nothing wrong with compassion, but sympathy is a no-no. And having a match with somebody. So say the two of you have shared a traumatic experience, especially trauma. If you've shared a traumatic experience, the cords just kind of happen naturally. That's why it's really, really important to cut them regularly, routinely, every day if possible. Make it part of your meditation. If you're not meditating, get on it, because that's that's really important, is meditation. Go within yourself. Happy to be you. So I'd say you're probably in a relatively decent place within yourself. You know, you're doing work on yourself. I don't think you'd be able to be into any of the things, the spiritual practices, if you weren't fairly happy to be you. Yeah, you're a master. Oh, you're a master manifester. Yeah, good Lord. So you're a master manifester. You're into divination as well. This keeps popping out, and I'm going to put it down because it keeps popping out. And it says water cleanses the soul. When we go to a body of water, it can be a creek, for goodness sake, with a little waterfall, or not. You know, it could be anything, really. It could be a puddle. I mean, I've sat by puddles before and thought, go see the sea. You know, anything, lakes, whatever. You're a bath. Have a spiritual bath. Have a, put a little sea salt on your bath. Tell the sea salt that you would like to cut the cords and have spiritual protection against attacks. You know, water cleanses the soul. It's a very, very powerful healer. Even if we don't get in it, we just look at it. Or, what else? What the other thing I'm getting is that this murder happened near water. Some body of water. Yeah, fucking hell, Jesus, guilty, guilty, guilty. I mean, the fact is, this is not. Yeah, there's no question, really. There's no question of their guilt. It is right there, and it's going to be discovered. Ouch. Well, I hope that's not the case. Let's clarify this spread. Clarify this spread. Anything else you want to add with this deck, or do you want me to move on? Okay. Oh, integrity. Integrity to me is doing things when no one else is watching. You do good things when no one else is watching. So I think that you just keep on having integrity, and you're gonna work your way through this. Team, can I use these cards? Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. Anything you'd like to add to this spread with this deck? They just said, this is not a figment of your imagination. This is not something that you've imagined. You know what you saw. You know what you heard. You know what you know. You know what you know. And if you are a reader and you're into divination and you are into paranormal interests and spirit communication, you know. You know, you know, you know. It's definitely been a journey. Although I think somebody might be going on a journey. There's a future, past, present, or future on that one. That's going on. That's a going on a journey. Yeah, major change. Yeah, is that bad health again? Yeah, definitely journey. Well, that could be a physical journey. That could actually be getting in a car and going somewhere. Or a journey spiritually. Journey within. Definitely going to bring some major changes in. Is that bad health again? And I really think that that's kind of the key to this person getting found out. Because I really feel that they made this person look like they died from their health problems. But I don't think they did. Oh, Jesus. It's got to do with your family. It's got to do with your family somehow. Flirting with disaster. Anything else you want to add to this? I feel that this person who was murdered, and like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel that this person who was murdered was an older man, and I think he was a very wealthy man as well. But he died. Look. And this is going to the courthouse. Let's see what else they got to say. Yeah, there's that message again. I really kind of feel that this man was military. Some level of military. Whether he served or whether he was still serving, I don't know. I feel like I feel like there's some sort of military connection there. I would say what I get from him is that he wasn't actually he wasn't all that nice, really. He really wasn't all that nice of a person, and I can see why someone had enough of whatever was going on, because he was a false person. He wasn't somebody who you could really trust. He just wasn't nice. We'll leave it at that, because it's different for all of you, but if you know who I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's grab these guys. Anything on these? Yeah, I think the end of this is going to bring you some balance that you haven't had in a long time. Because I think this, like, really knocked you for 6. If it's giving you PTSD, it sure as hell has knocked you for 6. But things are going to come in fast. And this period of stagnation is going to be over. A trauma, and you're going to be moving away from the past. And you're going to find your 10 of Cups. That, it is. It is what it is. If you can be strong. I'm going to grab these. So, these are my animal spirit cards. These are the I don't know what else to say about this, really. I could probably go on about it, but I don't know as I need to. I think you know. These are my spiritual animal cards, and we use those at the end to point out the positive attributes in your life. These are the things that are going to move you forward through all this. And I think that, we all have positive aspects, and if we use them to our advantage, then we can get through life a lot quicker, a lot easier. Yeah. You have wisdom. You have wisdom, and you've got grace. And you're intuitive as hell. And you're clever. I mean, those two things alone give you the upper hand in life. Yeah, this keeps coming out. This keeper of the secret. Maybe you've been keeping this secret for a long, long time. And you know what? Maybe it's time to air it out. Get it out from your dark corners and, well, cope with it. Although I think you're going to have an invitation to a meeting and a message that's going to come in about it. You've got fire. You've got passion. You're a master. You're a master manifester. You're a master in your field. And you know what? You've been asking for a miracle for a long time. Well, you know what? There it is. There it is. The miracle is coming. And miracles come in various forms. Yes, you're graceful. This grace is a big thing. It's part of your magic. It's part of your magic, and it's part of what is going to give you prosperity. It's part of what's going to get you through all this. Anything else Anything else, team, that you want to add to this? All right, for some of you, now this won't be for all of you, but for some of you, they're going to blame you for this. But you know what? I really honestly believe that you will be proven innocent, because there's too much evidence to suspect anything else. This is just them trying to scapegoat and weasel out of their own responsibilities. That's not for everybody. That's just what the team said. Anything else, team? Yeah, putting up a barrier between you and this group of people, or because I feel like it's more than one person that is involved here. Or even if it is just one person, put up a barrier. Put up a barrier, because it's going to do a whole lot to protect you and to move you forward through this. Be wise. Use your cleverness. You're clever. You use it. Use it. Don't dumb yourself down just because it's the easier option. Right, you guys. I'm going to leave it there, because this is a very strange reading, and as much as it's going to upset people, I really, really hope it helps. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your kindness and all your warmth. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, whatever you can spare. Thank you so much. Be kind to yourself, and if possible, be kind to everybody else. Till the next time. Bye, guys.